All right, and we are live. Welcome, family, to another show. Oh man, we got a really good show for you guys today. First and foremost, I want to also welcome all the new members and returning members to the private Facebook group Blackmen Travels 2.0, as well as our backup group, Passport Bros. Guys, let me show it on the screen real quick while I let everybody come on in the room. Shout out to all my guys. Shout out to Flip Flop. Yeah, we running a tad bit late today, man, but we good though. We in here. Let me share that screen for you guys real quick. Hold on. There we go. Let's see here. It's this one. All right. So this is the backup group, guys. Passport Bros. We're at 2,500 members right now. The other BMT 2.0 group has about 5,000 members. For some odd reason, we cannot approve posts right now. We can approve them for a couple of hours and it shuts down again. So do us a big favor, man. Do you guys solid. Make sure you come over there to the Passport Bros Facebook group, man. We're going to be chopping it up over there, as well as Black Men Travels Facebook group as well. I don't think they're taking their group down or anything. They keep saying it's technical difficulties. So just make sure you join the private Passport Bros group. All right. Man, we got a show for you guys today. What's going on, Michael? What's going on, brother? How's everything going with you? So, 2022, the year has started. Let me go ahead. With a lot of shade being thrown our way, family. A lot of shade been thrown our way. Really, kind of towards the end of the year, we had a pretty big YouTuber, a former rapper down there in Houston, Willie D. You know, he did a little bit of a video about our brother Zoom from Thailand, a fellow passport bro out there in Thailand, making really dope content. If you haven't heard of him, man, make sure you check out his content. It's called Zoom from Thailand. I should be interviewing him soon, you know, when the brother has time. The thing about interviewing guys in Asia, man, it's a big 12-hour difference. All right. And, you know, so trying to get everything together, but he should be on the platform soon, hopefully. Him as well as the Black Filipino. I'm trying to get those guys on very soon to give you some good information about Southeast Asia over there. Now, we do know that, you know, seems like the bug is starting to kick back up a little bit, man. So they're shutting things down a little bit. People are getting sick. The carnival in Rio, at least the street version of the carnival, was officially canceled. So this is actually not a bad time to visit still, man, because the prices are going down for the Airbnbs and stuff out here right now since the carnival has officially been canceled. All right. Landlords are hitting me up. Hey, you still need an apartment? I'm like, yeah, about 3 months ago, you know, so it still might be a good time to come down. Just make sure you got your immunity system on, you know, make sure you got all your vitamins and all that good stuff. You're in good shape if you decide to travel during this time. All right. Now, let me catch a few of the comments and we're going to get it rolling. I'm telling you, bro, we're going to have a good show today. I got my guy, Dennis John Pierre, joining on soon as well. And we're going to talk about this, man, because this is a very unfortunate situation. The passport community, all right, this little small niche that we got going on with Black men traveling the world, unfortunately, is being tarnished mainly by other brothers that just not in the know. You know, they just don't understand, and they're judging. But what they're really doing, more so than even judging and being a little envious and jealous of guys traveling the world, because let's be honest, you know, it takes some time, it takes some investment to be able to travel to these countries, man. You got to kind of have your stuff together. First of all, you got to apply for a passport. A lot of guys don't have passports. You know, they think traveling is going to Miami or Vegas. You know, it's a form of travel, but it's not the big boy trips. So that's one thing that guys don't got their passports. Then they take some money, man. It takes some money. You got to get off work, you know, take a vacation, and then you got to travel. So it can be very costly. And I think some of the guys that are not in a position to travel or just not comfortable to travel yet might be a little envious of brothers traveling the world, man. I think the biggest thing within our community is seeing a black man smile, you know, have a genuine smile on his face. That causes problems for everybody. It causes problems for the social structure of America. All right. A black man being happy. It causes problems for the genocracy, the matriarchy within our communities. And it causes a major problem, unfortunately, with other black men. All right. So we're going to address all these issues, man. We're going to address all these issues. Let me shout out to the room real quick. Shout out to Curvin. He says, good morning, BMT. What's going on? Brian Washington, Zoom had himself a baddie. He sure did. Big Will in the house. We got Decatur LT from my neck of the woods in the building. It's always a good show, my guy. What's going on? Life of Bill. What up, bro? If I could work remotely, I would be gone. We got everybody in the room, man. Everybody's coming on in. We got 62. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button for your boy. Now, I'm going to play a clip by a YouTuber that goes by Black Male Advice TV. And I would consider him to be in the pro-black section. I don't want to just categorize him because I really don't watch that much of his content like that. But from the little stuff, the little content that I did see, he seems to be somewhat over there in that pro-black community, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he did a video about our brother Zoom for Thailand, and I'm gonna do a response to his video, because he did a response video to another popular YouTuber. Oh God, his name escapes me right now, but you'll see it in the video. And I'm gonna respond to that. I'm gonna respond to all the talking points. Now, the video he did was almost 2 hours long because the brother, I know he wants to make a little change in his video. So we're not gonna go through the whole entire video. I was trying to, chop it up a little bit, but it was just so long and it was really hard to get through, man. It was really cornball stuff. He had like a laugh track up underneath it. Everybody in the comment section was saying, "Hey, man, get rid of the laugh track. It's corny." So it was kind of hard to listen to. And another thing that's hard to listen to is misinformation about this space. All right, it's from a guy who probably never traveled outside, his 3-4 states that's around him. So it's hard listening to that, but we're going to dissect a little bit of it just to kind of combat his negative talking points on black men traveling the world. Now, it's hard to understand why would anybody else have a problem with that. I'm not sure, man. It's crazy, right? And I want to say this in preference before I get started dissecting his little cornball video. You will never, ever see, all right, period, another white male making a diss video on another white male for going overseas and finding love. You're not going to see it. If you find it on YouTube, email it to me. All right. That's one. You're never going to see an Asian man do that. You're never going to see a female do that to another female, bro. It's specifically other black men making derogatory, disinformational videos about other black men. All right. And this goes all the way back, unfortunately, to slavery. All right. The colonization of our minds, to how we look at each other, man. A lot of us look at each other with disdain, unfortunately, bro. And it's hard for us to, not all. I'm just saying, in general, a lot of brothers look at each other with disdain, man, with some type of mistrust, some type of threat. He must be doing something wrong. That's why I said earlier in my dialogue that when you see a black man that's smiling, that's happy, that's kind of in his own lane, doing his own thing, because you got to remember, guys, none of us have made this videos about anybody outside of this sector. All we do is responding to the hateful videos they make about us. We're not making videos about them. So what does that tell you? That tells you that somebody's happy, somebody's busy, all right? Somebody's being productive, living their life, enjoying their life with a beautiful foreign woman or however they're doing it, right? They're enjoying their life, and somebody's sitting back really miserable. Because if you take a whole 2 hours out of your day to criticize what another man is doing who has nothing to do with you, all right, he's simply making content like you're making content, but you have issues with what he's doing, all right, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That lets you know who's really happy. Who's really generally happy? The guy who did a 2-hour-long video about the other guy, or the guy who just simply lived his life and decided to make some content? That lets you know a lot right there in itself. All right. Remember, we don't do videos about nobody. We stay in our own little sector, our own little lane. Dennis might upload a video. Hey, man, that was a dope video. Somebody else might be on O'Shea's channel. We just kind of stay in our own little circle over here, man. We don't go out, talking down on what other people's movements are. Bro, if you want to save the black community, go ahead, bro. More power to you. I want to start an organization that get the youth out there to travel more, because I think that'll stop a lot of violence within the inner city. If we can just have a couple of trips a year for the youth, that's my plan. So in the essence, we're helping to save the black community too. You feel me? But this whole narrative, man, of guys coming for us, man, it's something that we're going to have to get used to, unfortunately. Some guys are just not comfortable with that. And I was going to go at a couple of other smaller YouTubers, but I said it's not really worth my time, man. I mean, they just so easily to be clowned. But I'm going to take my time with this goofball here, Mr. Male Advice TV, Goof TV 2.0, whatever his name is. All right. All right. The brother from down under with the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that, my guy. He said, shout out to BMT family showing support. All right. Appreciate that. Okay, I want to catch this comment real quick, man. It's actually showing how sorry plantationism is in America. Yeah, man. Now, we all know that you have a lot of black men that are not that happy in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are miserable. I mean, you got all types of stories out here, situations out here, brothers on child support, brothers being falsely imprisoned by the system, all types of stuff, man. You know, I remember I got put over one day. They said my license was suspended. It wasn't even suspended. It was technically an error in the system. You feel me? And I had to go to court and all that to get it thrown out, man. I mean, it's little things like that you have to worry about in America, man. That can build a lot of pressure. So for a black man to start traveling just to release the pressure, you know, I don't understand how this is an issue. And when you travel, you start to explore your options. Why is it so negative for black men to be able to explore their dating options, bro? We're not, like I said, we're not coming at anybody sideways. We're not, talking down on any other groups of women. We just saying, hey, man, we want to expand our options because the dating pool in America is difficult. It's a very capitalistic society. It's not really ran on family or culture in America. It's ran on making money. So you trying to date, she's dating 20, 30 other guys. You know, you're trying to make money. You're trying to be genuine. She's playing games or whoever's playing games. It can be difficult, man. And a lot of guys, what happens is once you cross over that age of 35, you decide to say, you know what, man, I wasted a lot of time in my 20s. I wasted a lot of time in my early 30s. You know, my money is right now. I think I'm going to travel. You know, these brothers over here, they're traveling. They seem to be happy. They give them good information. I can join a new Facebook group. Let me see what's going on here. And it'll change your life forever, man. It will change your life forever. Trust me. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. We got 98 in the room. Oh, we got 101 in the room. That's what's up. I'm going to go ahead and start playing Mr. Ringo TV's video now. I'm going to start playing. I'm going to play snippets of it, man, because you know how these guys are. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Fair use. Let me go ahead and play a little bit of this, and we're going to go ahead and make our dialogues, all right?
The issue here is not about men that travel. The issue is that men are traveling just to get women, just to get sex.
That's not true, by the way. That's not true.
These men are not traveling because they're trying to get a wife or trying to build a family. Throughout this particular show here, I'm going to...
Now, who is he to say that? You know every black man that's traveling the world? You can go into their minds and read their minds. You're Magneto now, or Professor X now. You know how many black men have found love overseas and married these women, bro? Come on, man. So once again, he's starting off the video with false assumptions because he just doesn't know. He's projecting what he thinks people are doing because that's what he would do. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear it clearly as well, too. Let me know if you guys can hear the video.
Show you an example of a video that is being promoted and circulated throughout these YouTube streets. I'm going to be reacting to a video that media tutorials and reviews pretty much shared on his platform. I'm going to be reviewing a video that was reviewed to give my opinion on what's going on and hopefully make black men understand the real, because what I seen in that video is nothing. And it's a shame that a lot of you brothers, especially in America, don't even have a woman that actually could cook for you. It's a shame. To me, it's a shame that you guys be in America your whole life, and yet you'll look at a woman in the Philippines cooking for another man, and you think that this man somehow struck gold. Like, this is a shame.
Now, he's contradicting himself. He's really, first of all, he's pandering during the whole video. If you go through the comment section, you'll see that, the women are in his comment section. He's pandering because that's his game. You know, these guys, these guys coming against Passport Bros, they love to pander for women. So this is their little way, to try to get women online as well. It doesn't work. It never is going to work. But anyways, but he's really talking down on the women in the States right now, not even realizing it. In a nutshell, he's not even realizing what he's doing. Like I said, he's just creating janky content. But go ahead. Let's go ahead.
It's sad. Another thing that's sad about this is that as a grown man, you're not supposed to be prancing around with your woman on social media showing off to other men. See, it's sad. It's sad that grown men are coming on social media to show other men that he got a woman. It's a sad situation that you got your woman literally exposed for all of us to see, and you're acting as if though this is your first time ever getting a woman.
No, he's not. That's what he's reading into it. It's not his first time he's ever getting a woman. He's making a video. He's just making content, bro.
It's a shame.
And I'm gonna skip through. I don't mean to keep stopping. I'm gonna skip through because the video is 2 hours long. We're not gonna listen to the whole 2 hour long video here. I'm gonna skip through, but here we go.
It's very, very shameful as men. I should not see your woman exposed in no way. It's one thing if you're on camera and you're doing a show with your woman and X, Y, and Z, that's cool. But if you got to come on camera to show other brothers that you got a woman, that means you really hardly ever get women. So you could call me a hater, you could say this, you could say that, you could say whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I'm going to bring out this truth because a lot of you.
What truth, bro? Hold on. Let me fast forward it because he's going to be just talking for a minute. Hold on. All right. So here's the brother Ringo TV Raw. Let's chop this clip up. This is him reviewing mediocre tutorials. Like he spent about 10 bands on his background. So let's go.
Theologies of westernized culture versus Eastern. Okay. Much more traditional roles and values and understanding of you, yourself, your manhood, your masculinity. And when we've gone over in the past, it's been from women. This is the.
And you young brothers are following around these guys that got no personal relationship with women. They don't have no experience with women.
What is he talking? Who is he talking about? He's talking about himself. Look at this clown. Look at this dude, bro. Look at him. Come on, man. Hold on. All right, let's go.
This is craziness. But see, this is what goes on social media with black men. They come on camera and they try to act as if though if you just go overseas, you're going to find this great woman. But none of these guys that go overseas actually make a woman an actual wife. And this is the indictment that I'm going to always have with brothers that travel abroad. Is that woman your wife? I don't want to hear anything about, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's my girl. You know what I mean? It is what it is. No, is she your wife? And why you got no kids? Is she your wife? And why you got no kids?
Why does it matter? Who got to prove this to you, Mr. Ringo? With your flash, you lucky you spent all your whole paycheck on that background, brother. You don't got no money to travel.
What's the matter with that picture? If the woman is so great, why you didn't make the woman your wife, number one, when it comes to dating and success? They got all this money but can't seem to pull a woman. But they sure enough pumping and dumping our sisters. But want to tell you to go get a passport to fly overseas. Okay, let's listen to more what he got to say. Let's go.
Without further ado,
FBI. Even I don't think
to travel across the other side of the planet to. I don't understand this. I don't understand how could you be a man having sexual relations with a woman that you claim is gold, that you claim is your woman, but yet you haven't developed no family yet? Something's wrong with that picture. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rollo for the super chat. Appreciate the support. Said Ringo, fair and balanced with his message. That's how you got it. Bruh, I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of brothers on YouTube that actually have a wife, that have a woman, they bring these brothers food every day. What is... Come on, man. That chicken right there is trash, bruh.
I don't know what you're talking about, Michael. I have no idea. We just gonna skip through the video, man, to hear a little bit more of his little BS dialogue.
You went all the way to the Philippines, man, to Thailand or wherever. I don't know where he said. Where he at? Thailand, Philippines. I don't know where he at.
Now, everybody was roasting him for this little laugh track because it was really corny. Everybody in the comment section. First of all, it was most of the people in the comment section kind of got at him like, bro, why you even worry about another black man? He doing what he doing. So most of his comments was actually in the Passport Bro's favor. You know, on the comments he got were pretty much women because he was pandering.
You went all the way over there to get some medium rare fried chicken, bruh? Bruh, medium rare fried chicken, bruh.
This dude look game goofies.
Bruh, medium? How you gonna go fly across the globe to make a woman fry some trash like that, bruh? Nah, bro.
Come on, man.
And you could tell media tutorials and reviews never had no woman. Because he said that brother struck gold.
Now, right there, how do you know that man never had a woman, bro? I mean, you look game goofy as I don't know what with your little headband on like you in the 90s. I'm not sure if that's a style now, you know, more power to him, but I'm just saying, like, bro, you look super game goofy. Your mannerisms, you know, you're talking about something you have no idea about. You don't know nothing about this travel space whatsoever. I'm pretty positive you don't have a passport or you ever been overseas. But my question is to this Mr. Ringo guy is, what do you expect for brothers to do? All right. Do you want us to be in the clubs with you all night long, dancing like we 25 again, bro? Zumba Thailand is one of our older brothers, man. He's a little of an older cat. You know, brothers who get over 35, man, a lot of them will opt out of the dating game in the Matrix. At some point, they will just opt out and they want to try something new.
Gold? You need to buy her a new frying pan. Let's go.
That is a feminine lady's smile.
What?
Pure happiness. He taught her how to make the grits that are on his plate. And she's happy.
Ladies, this is not even worth you being jealous over, but for real. Look, I understand that we have a lot of sisters in America that got issues, right? But this right here is not going to make our women in America jealous, bro. And if you're a lady in the clouds, this should not make you jealous at all. This right here is mediocre. I'm just saying, medium rare fried
Let's go down a little further, man.
For most black men hasn't experienced ladies. He overly excited. However, it's important to not flex. Most do. Play that KS. It's so true. Once again, man. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Come on, man.
No.
Dropping it like it's hot.
He said that she dropping it like it's hot. Why would a man wanna see him y'all dropping it like him hot on YouTube? Why would a man bring him on side on?
I got a feeling this guy is like really lonely. Let me catch the super chat real quick and we'll get back to it. Let me see. Got me blocked right here. Hold on. Haters can stand. Shout out to Gabriel Gatson for the $5 super chat. He says haters can't stand the fact that the Passport Brothers are doing things and making moves outside the status quo. Exactly, Gabriel. Exactly. I got another super chat down here. Shout out to Gary Payton. I believe I know who that is. Gary Payton. Shout out to Gary Payton. I believe that's the guy that was I've been hanging with the last few days out here in Brazil. Our lawyer friend. Shout out to Gary Payton for the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Hope all is well with you, my brother. All right, back to the video. Everybody says he's goofy. Yep, he is goofy. He's goofy. He's not a ladies guy. He's not a ladies guy at all. He just admitted his target is the ladies. Yep, I agree with that. Country boy, where you been at, country boy? We got to chop it up, man. He says, like the video. I haven't heard from you in a while, country boy. Holla at your boy. Brian Washington in the building. Yeah, fit travel. Yeah. He is whack. Super whack. All right. I want to get the super chat real quick. Hold on.
Line and make shit drop and twerk and spin it round.
Hold on. Fellas, if people going out there to shame you or keep you from doing something, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing what they wish they could. Shout out to my guy, Big Will, in the building. Shout out to you, Big Will. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Gary Payton. He says, those who can do, those who can't criticize. MD says, unsub from him years ago. This dude years ago. Shout out to MOT in the building. Shout out to MOT. We got MOT in the house with a $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. He says they make these comments from the comfort of pandering to those rather than debate such an issue in the open. Man, I've asked guys to come on the channel and debate, but they don't want no smoke, bro. They don't want no smoke, MOT. It's easier for them to try to drive a narrative, to make an assumption of what every black man traveling is doing, which is a very false assumption. All right. Let's get back to the video.
When I let the man them see the wagon. Why would you do that?
Just
Why
laugh track,
would you
bro.
do that?
All right.
Connected to it. And meanwhile, over here, it's just
Such gold. Why he ain't wifing her up? Come on, man.
What you gonna get?
yo. So she curls up her hair because I wonder if he talks to her regarding kind of what he's used to seeing or like what he likes, and then she acquiesces to his preference.
You know what? Real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and sum up the video, but I do want to say something about some Brazilian women here. They will call you and ask you, hey, what do you want me to have on today? You know, and American women do that too, to a certain degree. But you know, they'll call you, hey, you know, you want me to have my hair down, you know, what do I need to wear? And this is just to go to the beach or something. You know, so women, you know, women overseas, dog, they like to cater to you, you know, they like to cater to you. They like to kind of tailor fit themselves to your liking. Reason why is because it's a very extremely competitive dating market. It's an extremely competitive dating market. These women out here are beautiful. It's millions of them here. All right. And they are competing for a man. No high value guy, nothing like that. They're just competing for a man in general, a man that takes care of them and takes care of business, man. So it's a very competitive. So they're going to tailor fit to make you happy. All right. And some guys are not used to that. Some guys have never been presented that. And when they get presented that, they decide, hey, man, you know what? I'm done with the Matrix. I'm gonna be out here dating seriously. And it's levels to it. I will say that, you know, make no mistakes about it. And overseas, in these foreign countries, you still have to court women. You still got to get to know them. You got some bad women overseas, you got some bad women in the States. All right. Female nature is going to be female nature. All right. Beautiful women tend to act like beautiful women. You feel me? But here, what I love about here is the man has the culture kind of to have his back. It's a certain standard that they have to go by here in order to be competitive for you. So I don't understand why women being more competitive to, you know, be with you. How's that a problem? All right, let me bring my brother Dennis on here. He's out here in Brazil with me. You know, let me and fellas, the video is 2 hours long. He's saying all he's doing is making critiques. It's nothing, you're not missing anything. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring Dennis on now. Yeah, he do look fruity, bro. What up, Dennis?
What's happening?
What's going on with you, brother? Was you tuning in?
Much. Hey, hold on 1 second. I can barely hear you. Let me get my headphones.
Okay, no problem, bro. All right. So, fellas, when my brother does that, I'm gonna sum up this little video. Like I said, he's just critiquing, you know, our guy from Zoom to Thailand. This is like I think this is like maybe like the 5th or 6th reaction video about our brother Zoom from Thailand, man. For some reason, guys are feeling a certain way. I don't know why. Shout out to Jason Phillips with the $5 super chat. Dennis, you ready?
Sir.
All right. I can barely hear you now, man. Is your volume up?
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
A little bit. Maybe you turn. You on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah, your volume is real low for some reason, brother. I'm not sure why.
Take the headphones out. Hello?
There we go. We in the building. We cooking now.
Now I can barely hear you.
Oh man. Yeah. Let me turn my mic.
We're gonna do the best we can with it.
Yes, sir. So was you tuning in to the show? Did you see the brother Ringo TV's video, Black Male TV's video?
No, I didn't. To be honest with you, a lot of these guys that criticize brothers who travel. I don't even know who they are. The majority of them, I don't even know who they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, this was actually sent to me by my brother Gip, and I'm like, man, why? I've seen some of his content before. He's been a YouTuber for quite some time. He kind of over in that Black Power, Black empowerment space. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to do this show more so not just on him, but just all the videos that's been a collective of talking down on brothers traveling the world for some odd reason.
Wait, say that again? Say that one more time.
No. I was just saying that more so than just him, I've seen a lot of videos, basically making derogatory comments and content about black men traveling the world. And I mean,
it's really pathetic. It's really pathetic. I think it just comes down to a little bit of jealousy.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Because what do you care? Like I said before, what do you care what another man does with his money and his penis?
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's really unfortunate that some content creators will go to great lengths to create whole videos, multiple videos about brothers who travel. One in particular, he created a video, and in the thumbnail, he actually cropped and put the headshots of 20 to 30 content creators who are travelers and put them on his thumbnail.
Yeah.
What would possess you to go through that length just to create a video to diss somebody? I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, he spent. I told him he spent all night on that thumbnail right there, boy.
Right. I mean, come on. It's bad enough your content is not great, but you're gonna go through that length to do that.
Exactly.
I mean, because we're not just talking about traveling for women or whatever. We talk about how to make money as well. You've had on multiple people who are making money and showing brothers how to make money so they can live a lifestyle that they want. So what's the issue with that? What issue do they have? Really?
They really don't have an issue, man. It seemed like they're chasing content. They're chasing some type of controversy. And like you said before, a lot of them are envious of our lifestyle. Some guys are not in a position to travel because, like I said earlier in the stream, man, it takes some time, it takes some money, it takes some effort in order to pick up your things and go to a whole nother country. And a lot of people are just either scared or just uncomfortable with that.
Exactly. And it takes a bit of, like, for example, you've lived in Colombia, now you're here in Brazil. Mm-hmm. It takes a little bit of intestinal fortitude to pick up and leave your home country and everything that you know and set up shop in another country, another culture, another language. That's not easy to do, you know, but they don't see it that way. Mm-hmm. All they see is us coming down here and you know, banging chicks, which there's nothing wrong with that, but still it's not, it's so, their focus is so narrow-minded. They can't see the other things that we provide as well.
Exactly, okay? Man. Because it goes so much further. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. We discuss real estate. We discuss, you know, the American dollar. We discuss so many things on empowering yourself to really give yourself a financial freedom outside of America, man. That's a major, major plus. And I don't know why some guys just skip over that and go directly to the women. It seems like they're very envious of the type of women that we date or that we're, you know, talking to.
Yeah, it's really pathetic. Shout out to Foreign Strategies right there. Shout out to that, I talked to him like a couple weeks ago before I came down here. Real nice guys, man.
Yeah, those are my guys. I love them, man.
But yeah, man, it's just like I said, it's just a narrow-minded focus. And my question to these guys is, what's the alternative? What do you offer besides, other than what we're doing?
Exactly.
if you can't offer a viable alternative, see, people look at us, guys like us, and they say, I want to be like that guy. Okay, we're out here living it. We're not just sitting in our basement or in our truck with a microphone talking crap. Okay, we're actually out here living it. We're providing proof, the ocular proof. So people look at us and they say, I want to be like him. We inspire people. These guys not inspiring. Who are they inspiring?
Exactly. Nobody.
So,
and they're not coming up with any type of viable solution either.
No.
You know, they're literally that whole video that I just skimmed through. It was all based on assumptions. It was all based on projections of what he would do, on what they would do if they had the opportunity to travel.
Yeah, and I saw the video with One Master Teacher, the way he dissected that guy who tried to talk about, you know, men who travel. I mean, he dissected that like a surgeon, man. Mm-hmm. He dissected that dude like a surgeon, and it's just we are offering a viable alternative to not only dating but also financially, lifestyle wise. I mean, there's so many content creators that are doing great things, man, including yourself, including Barber World TV, and a couple other content creators that I'm forgetting to mention. But guys need to just get off our backs, man, and stop hating on our stuff.
And you made some good content as well. Shout out to Master One Teacher, by the way. And the thing is, man, like, you don't see any of us targeting them for what they're doing, what their lane is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's always them. They coming for us.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it.
What
I mean,
is
if you
it,
ask
man?
these guys,
what do you think it is?
What is your beef?
Yeah,
what
like,
exactly is your beef?
What do you think it is about black men being happy that makes so many people uncomfortable?
Because some people are so accustomed to seeing black men unhappy and downtrodden and broke and poor. Some people in their mind, in the back of their subconscious, they think black means slave. You know what I'm saying? Black means lesser than. So if you see a black man, if you're taught all your life that black men are beneath you, and you encounter a black man that's actually, that might even be better than you, you're gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? If you see a black man that's, you know, dating all these girls and has financial freedom to come and go as he pleases, some guys are gonna feel some type of way about that. They're not gonna admit that publicly, but I think that's the reason.
Mm-hmm. And what is it specifically about another black man seeing another black man happy?
The self-hate gene.
There you go.
The self-hate gene. It's like the crabs in the barrel mentality. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, a lot of brothers, when women become involved, when women and or money become involved, they get real competitive.
Extremely.
They get real competitive. So it's unfortunate, which is why, you know, you got to be wary about who you hang around, who you bring in your circle, in your space, because you don't know what their motives are.
Exactly, man. It's always some type of interior motive. Anytime you bring around a beautiful woman or you got some money in your pocket, boy, you'll be surprised.
Yeah,
and it'd be the closest people to you too, half the time.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be people you grew up with. It could be friends you know for 20-something years. When you start to elevate and start to, you know, take it to another level, you're gonna get some pull downs, man. Let me catch your super chats real quick, man. Shout out to Own Trackman with the $5 super chat. He says there are more black women overseas than in the States. That's very true. So I just don't understand the pro-black argument on travel. Appreciate that $5 super chat. It's very true. Shout out to Kweki Asai. I think that's how you pronounce it. For the $2 super chat. I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. So you've been down here in Brazil how long, bro?
I got here on the 29th of December.
Okay. That's what's up.
And I'm in Brazil totally until I'm visiting different cities, but I'll be here in Brazil until maybe mid-April or something.
Nice, man. We have done plenty of shows before. We're gonna take a quick little detour. We'll get back to the roast of these haters, but just a little bit of your background for people that don't know you and your channel. You explore all over Brazil. Yes,
I've been to 7 different cities in Brazil. On this trip, I'm gonna revisit some cities. I'm gonna visit 3 new cities that I haven't been to before. So it's gonna be some interesting content coming up. Because when people think Brazil, they always think Rio, just Rio. And Brazil is a huge country, man. Very diverse country, very beautiful country. And so I seek to explore and show as much as it as I can. Rio is not like Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo is not like Manaus. Manaus is not like Fortaleza. Every city is different. Just like Los Angeles is not like Dallas. It's not like Philadelphia. It's not like Chicago. Every city got its own vibe, its own culture.
And you speak Portuguese, correct?
Yes.
Now, can you give us some tips on how you learned Portuguese and how long it took you to kind of get the language down?
When I first started, I started learning back in 2013. I tried learning it a couple months before I came the first time to Brazil. And I started out learning the wrong way. I learned through reading and writing instead of through listening. And I did my studying a few minutes prior, and when I got to Brazil, I didn't understand nothing. So it took me a long time before I realized what I was doing wrong. And once I started switching up my strategy to learn this stuff, everything just kind of took off for me. I started learning through listening. I started learning how to say everyday words and phrases instead of just individual words. You know what I mean? I started watching, novellas or soap operas, movies with the Portuguese subtitles. I mean, stuff like that really helps your listening comprehension.
Most definitely, man. And I know that makes a big difference because I'm out here trying to learn Portuguese right now, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get this Portuguese down.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like I said before, language ability is like having a superpower. You're gonna feel like one of the X-Men or something, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel you're able to connect with people in a way that a non-speaker couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the first time I've been down here where I actually feel some level of fluency with the language. You know what I'm saying? In the past, I would always have to think before I spoke, but now I just talk. And sometimes I even amaze myself. Like, damn, did I just say that? I just understood everything that she said. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing, man. I recommend guys put in the work, and you will see dividends. Trust me.
Nice. And you've been to Colombia as well.
Yeah, I went to Colombia in July, and we, me and you hooked up, hung out for a bit.
Now, let me ask you, man, in Portuguese, was you able to kind of understand what they were saying in Spanish?
Yes. It took me, I was kind of getting confused because my first impulse is to speak Portuguese. So I had to make the adjustment. It took like a week and a half for me to make the adjustment to speaking Spanish. A lot of Portuguese and Spanish words are similar. They're just spelled different or pronounced different. So it's not that big of an adjustment.
And overall, you said you started learning in 2013. You said so that's about 5 years to kind of get a hold of it, or you pretty much had a hold of it?
I think I was learning it the wrong way for 5 years.
Oh,
I was doing it the wrong way. Once I changed gears and started doing it through listening, started learning through listening and through, listening to conversations, watching movies and soap operas, I started to improve drastically. And every time I come to Brazil, I learn faster.
Nice. Now, let me ask you this. We'll get back a little bit on the subject, man. Have you had any friends that kind of came at you sideways about you traveling?
No friends. Mostly just, guys online, people online. But no friends. None of my friends have expressed any displeasure or, critical comments regarding my traveling.
Nice. And when you date in the Matrix, do you tell women about your travels overseas, or
no?
You don't even tell them, huh?
No, I don't. unless they bring it up. But I won't bring it up myself, no, because I know they're gonna think, oh, you travel to Brazil, or you one of them type of guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't. Women think differently, so they don't understand, what drives a lot of men to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't bother explaining it to them. I just leave it alone unless they bring it up.
Yeah. The funny thing is, man, like in that conversation, you're talking about, you're getting to know each other and you travel and everything. And you can tell them, yeah, I've been to Colombia. You can tell them you've been in Peru, whatever. But when you say Brazil, it's like something goes off in their head, man. I'm telling you, like they would not drop it.
But you know what? A lot of their knowledge and their conceptions about Brazil is not even based on personal experience. It's just based on rehashed information. You know what I'm saying? Or anecdotal evidence. Oh, my girl's friend, he went down to Brazil and this and this and that. I mean, it's never from personal experience. It's always from what somebody else said or what somebody else experienced, and not from their own experience.
And that Essence article that was pretty big that Al Greaves did frustrated off of. Well, I don't say based it off of, but that Essence article about black men traveling to Brazil, man, you know, that got out there. That was probably one of their biggest issues being sold, and they take a lot of assumptions out of that article as well.
Well, they make the magazine business. They're in business to make money, so they have to cater their material to their audience. And who's their audience?
Mm-hmm.
Who's their audience?
Women.
Exactly. So it is what it is, man. Unless you've actually been down here and interacted with people, experienced the culture, experienced the vibe, experienced dating, you basically don't know what you're talking about.
and that's the thing that kills me about these YouTubers. I'd be like, bro, they don't even have a passport. Now, I don't know if you saw the video earlier, but this is in response to the video I did. Shout out to the Observer Melanin. Somebody asked, he was asking, was the guy in Thailand married? So somebody asked him, well, are you married? You asking about, you know, brothers traveling, are they getting married to these women? But Rio is a baby daddy. All right, he's a typical baby daddy in the Matrix, probably on child support. That's probably why he can't travel. So while he was mentioning all that criticism of men traveling overseas and not getting married, like I told him earlier in the stream, man, you still got to date, bro. Like, you just not gonna pull up to a country and just get married tomorrow. It's not like that.
I mean, you can't. And here's the thing: some brothers are getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Some are getting married. The thing is, most guys who travel here can only stay for a short period of time. Okay, and it's not realistic to try to, you know, marry somebody within a few weeks or even a month. Okay,
right.
Long distance relationships are difficult.
Right.
Okay. Somebody made a comment. I don't know who it was. Somebody made a comment. I think I was on a stream with Rob Bowers, and the dude he had on, he said, "My penis cannot reach across the ocean."
Right.
And it's just true. I mean, the guys who are able to come here and stay for a length of time, or guys that end up moving here, a lot of them do get married. So, I mean, but here's another question. Why does marriage have to be the end goal?
Exactly.
Marriage is not for everyone.
Exactly.
You know, why can't you just come down here and just have a good time and live a good lifestyle?
Or be in a long-term relationship with a woman. Sometimes that works out best.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's just amazing to me that we even have to go this route. I would assume that maybe other groups would be down in Brothers for Traveling the World, but this is our own. Let me catch this super chat real quick.
The biggest deterrent to black people is that we don't work together.
Mm-hmm. And it's the reason why. You see why?
Yeah.
Because you'll get criticisms for your own lifestyle. Shout out to Dario Sims with the $5 super chat. He says, you guys need to show more black women in the diaspora on video. Many are ignorant of history. You need to show it also until you put it to rest. I think he said so often until you put it to rest. I mean, dog, we put that information out there for everybody to see. You know, Brazil has a huge Afro population here. Colombia has a big Afro population here. Yes, there are Afro Latinos and Afro Brazilians as well. I don't think that's even the argument, though. The argument isn't us dating other races of women. The argument is just us traveling the world. That's the argument. That's the issue.
Yeah, I mean, you know, oh, you're going over there to trick, and you know, those women just want your money. I mean, what? Most women want your money.
You know what? The funny thing about it,
most women want your money.
In that video, it's always in every video that I've seen that made negative, negative about passport bros. Basically, it's always a woman in the comment section that says they're dating you for a green card. They only want to use you. Oh, one of my friends got married, and as soon as she got here, she got divorced. She took half his stuff, and I'm like, okay, y'all would divorce us and take half our stuff.
Exactly. I mean, most women want your money. Most women are looking for a come up. Okay.
All day long.
Most women are looking for a man that's better than them. Okay. The difference is how much value are you getting for your money?
Exactly. Very good point. Man, I remember my dad told me. My dad told me, man, like he said, son, once after high school, you're never going to get genuine love again. I remember him telling me that. He was like, basically after high school and college, it's going to be very difficult to get genuine love for a woman. Once you get grown, love comes with conditions. Period.
Absolutely.
It's based on what you can provide to that woman. And if it's a good deal, you will be getting something in return. But I think some of these guys, these game goofy guys, seem like they can just mac, any woman. She's gonna automatically just be head over heels for just him.
No,
bro, that's high school. That's college, bro.
No.
Them days are over with.
No. Like I said before,
it's grown
game
man stuff. It's grown man stuff, bro. It's grown man stuff. Bro, when you get older, women want something from you. It is what
exactly.
it is.
Game necessary? Yes, it is necessary. But it's not the end all be all. I've said this 1,000 times. It's not the end all be all. You have to have resources to back it up. Okay? If you got all the game in the world, but no resources to back it up, guess what? You're just a cowboy with no cattle. You know what I'm saying? You all had no cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Because game can only get you so far. Okay, you got all the game in the world, and some guy, let's say this lady, a woman falls for a guy with his game. You know what I'm saying? The guy laid the game down on her, and he was able to get the girl. And then some other dude rolls up with a lot more resources, who may not have as much game, but he has a better lifestyle than this dude with game. Who you think she gonna go with?
Every time, 100% of the time.
Fame and resources will trump game every time, almost every time.
Every time. Shout out to D-Mac with a $5 super chat, man. He says, I'm happy as hell. This came up in my notifications. Salute and a new subscriber. I appreciate that. D-Mac, appreciate you looking out with a $5 super chat, man. Man, I was going to do a show. I haven't done it yet. I still might do it, man, on how game has kind of, I'm not going to say it's ruined black men, but it just takes so much of our time. You know what I'm saying? Like, to know female nature is just so much more important to me, in my opinion. To know what a woman wants from you.
Right. I mean, like I said before, you do need, social skills. You know what I mean? You do got to have some type of charm. I mean, you can't just be, a chode and a social retard. You do got to have some ability to interact with women a certain way. Mm-hmm. But to say that I'm unable to procure this woman because my game needs to be tweaked, that's not
mm-hmm.
always the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always the case.
And it's funny, man, like the PUA coaches, listen, I don't knock anybody's hustle. I don't, we might they'll throw a few jabs. We might throw a few jabs at them. Those are two different spaces, because a PUA coach in America is always going to throw shade on men traveling the world, because that's a different type of situation. Those women are different over there. They know, okay, you got to get your money right. You got to learn the language. You got to know a little bit of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be somewhat of a separation. But the thing is, have you ever heard of a PUA coach overseas?
Never, because it's not needed.
Thank you.
It's not needed. A lot of so-called PUA theory, you don't need in some of these other countries, man. You don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
You simply don't need it. Like, case in point, and I talked about this in my last stream. A lot of the stuff that'll get you put in the friend zone in the United States actually works here.
Say it again, bro. They don't know.
For example, case in point, you get a girl's phone number in the States. You can't contact her too soon.
Facts.
Is that right or wrong?
Facts.
You can't contact her too soon, or she's gonna wonder in her mind, okay, why is this guy desperate? What's wrong with him? Does he not have anything else going on? She'll get spooked. So you got to keep it breezy. You got to, you got to wait a few days or whatever they teach. Whereas
right.
Here,
that's right.
I'm only speaking on Brazil because it's what I know the most.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a girl's phone number. You can call her that night.
Mm-hmm.
You could hit her up that night or even the next day. She's not going to get scared. She's like, hey, what's happening?
Mm-hmm. And she will go out with you too.
Yeah, she'll go out with you. Absolutely. Also, let me say this. My flake rate is very low here. My flake rate, if you set a date with a Brazilian woman, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna show up.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in America, you got to make backup plans because there's a good chance she might flake on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My flake rate is very low here.
And another thing I noticed is, people will criticize us and say that women are poor. You would think it would be the opposite, that these women that go out with us just for a meal. But it's not like that out here.
Come on, man. Most women in America are a few missed paychecks away from disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? A few missed paychecks from living on the street. And of course, like I said, if they're poor, so what? At least I'm getting something in return for my money. At least I'm getting her femininity, her cooperation, you know what I'm saying? Great personality. I mean, it's not just, you know, it's not so much a one-sided affair. Most women are looking for a come up, including women in America.
Mm-hmm. Facts. And one of the big differences is the fact that when they go out with you, they're not just going out with you for a quick meal. They actually want to get to know you.
Absolutely. To me, a lot of dating coaches in America are trying to teach guys how to cope with a faulty and toxic dating scene in America. Mm-hmm. So you got to have all these strategies, you know what I'm saying, to try to decipher and interact with women in America. And it's exhausting. Mm-hmm. It's exhausting.
Most definitely, man. Shout out to GC with the $5 super chat. He says, Black men obsessing about game is a coping mechanism for lack of economic power.
That's it.
All day long, man.
That's
all
it.
day long. Well, Dennis, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. I'm not going to hold you up too much longer. I like to keep these shows a little bit under the hour, man. But we definitely going to link it. We're going to have to do an interview soon, man.
For sure. We got to do an interview. Let's do one on the beach.
All day long, man. All day long, bro. Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, family. So yeah, once again, man, shout out to Dennis John Pierre for coming on. Very good show today. I just wanted to skip through a little bit of video. The video that Black Male Advice TV did was 2 hours long, so you just got a few snippets of it. But in response to all the haters, you know, we got a couple of other haters in these YouTube spaces. Listen, travel bros, man, we live in life, we enjoying life, you know, we're trend setting. People are opening businesses overseas. It's more to it than just the women. A lot of that's going to be false projection, 99.9% of the time. And we are going to have haters because we're successful. You know, you got guys that hate to see another black man be more successful than them. And definitely the crab mentality. Guys, if you're thinking about traveling, you're thinking about getting your passports, it'll be one of the best investments ever in your life. And it's thousands of guys that would agree with me on that point, man. So once again, I appreciate all the super chats. If you guys haven't already joined the Facebook group, make sure you join the Black Men Travels 2.0 Facebook group and the Passport Bros Facebook group as well. The links are in the description. Peace. Join the movement. Hey, family, if you want to connect with your fellow travelers around the globe and get early access to content as well as private events and merch store discounts, then make sure you join the private Black Man Travels 2.0 Facebook group.